I'm Chadwick Miller, and I'm going to be giving an object-based tour of the Fox Theater. Initially, this was done at the Atlanta History Center for the Museum Educational Programs class, but today we're actually going to do the revision of the tour at the actual Fox Theater. This tour will encompass the side of the seats, the carpet, and the plaster frieze that is found along the stairwells and the ornamental fountains throughout the theater. The reason we're focusing on the Fox Theater is because this is the last remaining movie house of the Grand Palace of the theater era, and Atlanta has a history of tearing down their monuments and their history and just paving over it and rebuilding modern buildings. And this theater is remarkable because it's the only one out of the 20-odd theaters that was able to survive from the time period that they were built. The first item that we're going to look at today is the side of the seats. The reason we're up in the gallery is because it's the only area where there are two separate seat sides. We're going to look at the first one, which is the original Fox seat side. This is made of solid steel and is painted gold. The first way you'll notice it's the original Fox. It has the Fox Theater logo, which is started by William Fox, and he founded the Fox Corporation. And his logo was the F as of his last name. But if you look up here, you'll see the Egyptian motif, which the entire theater is decorated in an Egyptian theme. You have the scarab beetle and the two goddesses on each side. Then you have the wings of Isis and the beads going around it. Now, if you around the theater, you'll see many different Egyptian themes, but the scarab and the wings are the two most prominent that you'll see in various areas around the theater. But these seat sides are original, they're sturdy, they're durable, and they've been bolted in this theater for 80 years. These seat sides up here are the only ones that are different in the entire theater, and the reason these are different is that these are actually from the Loews Grand Theater. The Loews Grand Theater opened in 1914, just down Peachtree from the Fox, and the Fox is often confused with the Loews because the Loews is where Gone with the Wind opened. And the stars from the movie stayed across the street from the Fox at the Georgian Terrace. And everybody believes that the movie opened here because it's the only movie palace left. When Loews Grand burned in 1978 and was torn down in 79, the sides of the seats were saved from the balcony where it didn't burn as badly and were transported to the Fox Theater so we could still save a portion of the other great movie palace of Atlanta. The second item that we're looking at is the Fox Theater's carpet. The carpet that you see is actually not the original carpet, as you can imagine with a theater the size of the Fox and seeing as many patrons as it does every year, the carpet would get worn down and threadbare. During the 1950s, this original carpet was replaced with just plain red carpet, and it was not taken care of. And in the 70s, it was gray with dirt and grime. And when they were restoring the theater, they wanted to put it back to its original splendor and could not find any examples of the carpet. So they searched and searched, and they just happened to move a filing cabinet. And underneath that filing cabinet, there was a square of the original carpet. And they took that square and had the entire thing reproduced. And this is the carpet you see today. It has the Fox logo that you saw on the side of the seats. The third and final item we're looking at is the plaster decoration around the fountains. At the History Center, they have plaster molds that are used to recreate these displays. The reason that they have to be recreated, they are accessible to the people, and you come up and rub them and rub decoration until it's completely worn down and smooth. After they make the plaster decoration, they will then paint it with a foil and then paint gold on top of it. And then the excess foil will flake off, creating a old gold look, and it makes it actually look like legitimate gold painted on the wall. This has to be done every 5 to 10 years as the plaster is worn down. For the conclusion of this tour, we're going to end in the elevator. The reason we're in the elevator is this is one of the most extravagant elevators in Atlanta. It is the original 1929 Otis elevator. It's still run by hand. There's an operator for every show and event that is here. And the reason this elevator is so special is it's so decadent and opulent compared to every other elevator you see in Atlanta. It represents the entire theater and the way that entertainment was viewed in the early 20th century. People would come and get dressed up, and it was an event to go out and go to a show, go to a play. Not like today when everybody just comes as they normally do and it's just, oh, what are you doing tonight? Let's go see a show. It was a major extravaganza, and they dressed the part, and they wanted the building to look the part as well. As Atlanta and America evolves, they're tearing down a lot of their heritage, and you're losing a lot of the originality and the individuality of the buildings that shaped America and made us what we are today.